Sanders is out, ready to kick this one away. And here we go at Mile High. Marvin Mims now to return it. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. He's going to be taken down here after he takes it to the 45. The big play nets him 17 yards. And it's going to be 1st down, Denver.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
They run it. Here's R.J. Harvey. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
That one intended for Jalen Waddle. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
Okay, I think that's a little taster, a little entree of what's to come for this wide receiver. He's going to have to make some plays into some contested coverages, and he couldn't do it right there.
On 3rd down, here's Nix. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up 4th down. So they couldn't throw for it on 3rd down, and as a result, they're headed off the field earlier than expected on their opening series.
Keeping them off the scoreboard, well, that's already a win defensively. Not letting them even cross midfield, that's the cherry on top.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
New York to the line, 1st and 10. Play action with Dart. Rolling out to his left. This is cut. That's Slayton. And they'll take him down after he advances this up to about the 43. A good pass from the rookie out of Ole Miss, and it gets him a 1st.
Remember, it's pretty clear, Kate. You get explosive plays. Those explosive plays on drives lead to points. You can't ask for a better start offensively.
Quick one to the outside by Dart. And just gets back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10. Need something positive here.
At the 43-yard line.
From the gun, here's Dart. Broncos all around him, and down he goes. And that's going to add some distance onto this upcoming 3rd down. Third and long for him here. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up. One drive in, and he's already in line for that ice bath. Took a couple of early hits. It looks like it's affecting his ability to deliver that football.
Yeah, and I'll let you know a little secret here, Kate. Those defenses, once they get to the quarterback, they usually don't stop.
And this one never had a shot. It's well over the goal line and the end zone entirely. That'll be a touchback. Getting a pistol formation here first as they come to the line. First play of the drive. Here's Harvey. He powers through the middle for a gain of 4.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. That's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
Out of the gun, it's Nix. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to have this up near the 40, just a little bit short of it. And pick up 14 yards on that one. And that's good for a Broncos 1st down. So a fresh set of downs now from the 39. Nix with it on 1st. To his back, J.K. Dobbins. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Throwing here, Nix. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. Gonna have to to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. But still plenty of options left on 3rd and short. He'll throw again. Nix. Short pass brought in. And the pass is stopped before it can get to the first. Great tackle there to bring up 4th down.
All you can do is shake your head sometimes. Sure, the pass play works, but they come up just an inch or two short for the first down.
Going on 4th. Here's Nix. Downfield, this finds Waddle. All the way. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos go up 6-0 here in the first. It's a Jalen Waddle touchdown. Will Lutz now on for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Broncos will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Here's Lutz set to kick this away. This return starts at the 5. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Giants lining things up. 1st and 10. Out of the gun this time. Here's Dart. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Dart out of the shotgun. Has it downfield working the left. And he's going to be brought down here at the 42. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got 1st down. Back now, pressure coming. Finds the in route, complete. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And it's good for a New York 1st down.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
You know by now, Kate, with this time we spend together these toss plays, the best way to defend them is to hit them before they get started. And that's exactly what the defense did.
It's made Tyrone Tracy. And they shut him down on this one. They get him behind the line, and that should push him out of field goal range.
Kate, that's one of those situations as a quarterback that on my grade sheet, that's a negative. That screen was ambushed by the defense, and you've got to throw it away. Just find a way to put it at his feet and not create a negative play for your offense.
Darts looking at this 3rd and long. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground. No luck finding his receiver that time. And now they're staring at 4th and long. Jordan Stout on now to punt. And this doesn't just reach the end zone. He kicked that one all the way through it for a touchback. Broncos to the line now. It's 1st and 10. Nix looking to throw. He finds his running back, R.J. Harvey. This one gets to the 22. Jason Pinnock there on the tackle. Offense in the hurry up here.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 20.
They take the handoff. Now Nix. Complete to Mims. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
Well, that's a modest little drag route, but if you ever just need a safe, short gain on the throw, that's a go-to route to target.
Now Nix on 3rd down. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up. Jeremy Crawshaw out once again, punting away. And he wants to hit his 2nd effort just as well as he hit his 1st. Struggling to center it. Oh, it's loose! And they can go ahead and stay in that huddle. We're at the end of the 1st quarter. 7-0 is our score. We'll get you back to Mile High after this. We're back, and it is Broncos football as we resume. They got this after forcing a punt at the end of one. Flush down out to his left. It's this to Waddle over the middle. And they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal here from the 7.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Dobbins on 1st and goal. And he can only manage 1 yard. The defenders were at the ready to bring him down.
Guessing everybody in the huddle on the sidelines sure wanted a little bit more from that run, but he didn't go backwards. Still in a great spot. And can't wait to see what they do here on 2nd and goal.
Nix from the gun. He isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And quickly, their chances at the end zone are running out, Brock. It's 3rd and goal.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go and let that pass rush get home.
Hey, Joe.
3rd and goal. Here's Nix. They're going to score. Touchdown, Denver. Broncos get another 6 to make this a 13-0 game. J.K. Dobbins with the touchdown. Going after the try is good by lots. And the Broncos double their lead to 14.
Broncos 14. Giants nothing.
Here's Lutz set to kick this away. Fielded at the 7. He's got a lane up past the 30. And he gets them all the way down, nearly to the 35 before going out.
Well, by the time he shifted into a different gear and began that foot race up the left sideline, you could tell this return was already getting out of hand. And what a gift for this offense, who now gets to take over. A lot of the work in the field position already done.
On 1st and 10, here's Dart. Finds him over the middle. And they can't bring him down until he gets into that red zone at the 19. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10. A handoff to Tracy. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Now Dart. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. Here he goes, 3rd and long. Got a man, and Neighbors has it. And into the end zone. Touchdown, New York. The Giants make it a 1-score game in the 1st half. Malik Neighbors with a touchdown. Jason Sanders to try the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Giants chop the lead in half. It's down to 7.
Giants 7.
And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. And this is taken in the end zone, but not returned, so they'll bring this out to the 35.
35-yard line.
Good starting field position for the Broncos as they get ready for 1st and 10. Nix off the play action. Oh, he's in trouble, and he's going to go down. The Giants are all over it. And the drive begins with a rough first step there. That's going to bring up second down.
We've got enough data now through the years to understand that an explosive play on offense, more often than not, leads to scoring. We also know if you can create a negative play defensively. In a tightly contested game like this, every play matters. And to get that negative play, put this offense on their heels, exactly what this defense needed.
He just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be third down.
Just cannot afford right here, Kate, to go 3 and out. Not when you watched your counterpart score a touchdown. Got to cling to that lead and find a way to convert this third down. It's a big one. And cut off some of the mojo from the other side.
Bombers.
Third and long for him here. There's him holding off. They're able to drop it. And that is 3 sacks for this defense in this contest, and that one forces a fourth down. Here comes the Broncos punting unit. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. The return begins on their side of midfield. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return.
The Giants take over first and 10.
Just a yard shy of midfield. First and 10. On the handoff, this is Tracy. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. Offense up to the line fast.
4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6.
Starts back to throw. Completed over the middle. And not much doing. He stopped quickly.
Number 10.
Third and 2, Broncos. We have reached our 2-minute warning. More from Mile High in just a moment. Third and just 2 to go. Here he is on third and short. That one finds his man, likely. And they're going to be working from the red zone as he reaches the 16. Give him 25 on that play. And the Giants are going to have the first down. From the red zone now. That one's complete over the middle. And he takes it in. Touchdown, New York. The Giants earn the chance to tie before halftime. Malik Neighbors with a touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. Sanders connects on the point after. And the Giants tie things up at 14. After tying this game up, they're all set to center away. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. Good starting field position for the Broncos as they get ready for first and 10. Out of the gun, it's Nix. Forced out to his right. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Following the incompletion, we stay at the 35. It's second and 10. Shotgun snap to Nix. Throws into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted! And the Giants take over as he records his 10th career INT. Good starting field position for the Giants as they head up first and 10. From the gun, here's Dart. Gets him on the in route. And they do get him down, but the damage is done. This gets down inside the 35-yard line. They manage 22 on the rip and a first down.
Now, I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch. Throwing on first down. It starts.
Right back to Neighbors, and he's got it. And they get this down to the 12-yard line before being stopped. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And it's good for a New York first down.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
On first down, here's Dart. Looking out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. Looking for his wide receiver there. So that brings up second down.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Escapes out to the left. And this is going to fall incomplete. So they made a call for the end zone there, but nobody picked up on the other end. So now it's third down.
Well, it's hard for me to get too mad at him for missing a touchdown when he's already got two in his pocket. Maybe fantasy managers might not agree with me on this one, Kate. But don't worry, as hot as he is, I bet you a third one's coming at some point.
Dumps it off to his running back. And he's out of bounds at the 3. Nearly got to the end zone there.
I'm a big fan of the screen pass. Really, you can run a screen as they just showed on any play. First, second, third down, sometimes even fourth. But it takes great acumen, a great football IQ defensively to have an awareness it's coming, and then more importantly, to stop it.
They'll go. Here's Dart. And got his man. Touchdown, New York. The Giants get some late points in the lead. Malik Neighbors with a touchdown. His third through the air this game. Extra point attempt coming from Sanders. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Giants break that tie and now lead by 7. Sanders all set to send it away. On the return, here's Mims. And he's brought down inside the 20 on an uneventful effort.
The Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
A little less than 30 seconds to go as they begin this drive. On first down, it's Nix. He puts some air under it deep down the left. Big gain downfield. Touchdown, Denver! The Broncos earn the chance to tie before halftime. It's a Jalen Waddle touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. Lots there to tack on the extra point. And the Broncos tie this game at 21. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. They've got first down here, but just 18 seconds to work with. Dart out of the shotgun. Looking over the middle, that's likely. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. The Giants using their first timeout. One play in, Brock, and this drive is already in enemy territory.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Out of the gun this time, here's Dart. That'll be incomplete, and the clock shows 10 seconds left.
Yeah, this game, we just can't make it harder than it needs to be. Just get the catch first. Guarantee your yards, and then worry about escaping defenders after the catch.
Dart from the pistol. Looking slant route, complete. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. All right, with 6 seconds left, we've got a timeout.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason this is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
Throwing on third, here's Dart. That's him on the quick hitter. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. The Giants are going to call their final timeout here. Only time left for one more snap, Brock, so they're going to run out their field goal unit. An early jump and the flags come in. I think this is going to go against the defense. Last thing they wanted to do was make this field goal try easier, but they were jumpy, and they did just that.
A 46-yard attempt.
Sanders sends it through, and they've taken back the lead. So we're through 2 quarters now, still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. Shades of the 2009 Super Bowl. They're going onside kick to begin the second half. Well, if you love high-scoring games, no doubt you have been glued to your television so far. No signs of slowing down as we begin our second half. All right, partner, are you on board with that call we just saw? Yes, they trailed, but it's not a huge lead. It's only in the 3rd quarter. Hold it, you dumped the gun. Now they're in a tougher spot because they didn't recover. Did he say no?
No. No.
Why not?
Because 95% of the time or so, those things fail. Why would you do that this early? No.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8.
To throw. Here's Dart. He's throwing deep to the left side. Really pushing the envelope on 2nd down, but the deep shot doesn't work.
Okay, this quarterback gets out of the pocket. Genuinely a coin toss whether he's going to keep it with his legs or put in the air. Sigh of relief there defensively as that ball falls incomplete.
Third down now. Here's Dart. Complete beyond the marker. And he's going to be taken down a yard shy of the 25. And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10.
At the 26-yard line.
They'll go play action. Here's Dart. To the left and hold him quite likely. And he's going to be taken down near the 8-yard line. They'll have 1st and goal to go now after they gained 18 on the previous play.
Giants, 1st down. 1st and goal, Giants.
The give to Tracy up the middle. And he will take it in. Touchdown, New York. The Giants grow the lead coming out of halftime. They kept it on the ground as opposed to airing it out, and that time, well, Brock, the ground game paid off.
Well, these great rushing attacks down here that could score rushing touchdowns, it takes the whole party getting involved. Yeah, the burst of the running back was tremendous. How about the launch of his blockers right off the line of scrimmage? That's a touchdown the entire way, and it took the entire group offensively.
And he just sends this out and over the end zone, so no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive. Good starting field position for the Broncos as they get ready for 1st and 10. On the handoff, here's Harvey. Has room into the secondary, and the ground game works for the touchdown. The Broncos start the second half with some needed points.
Okay, that play right there, that run is exactly why this team wanted this rookie on their roster. It is so hard to break away from the pack at the NFL level, but this rookie is putting on a show.
He's going to try and throw for it. And he will get into the end zone. That's going to cut the lead down to just 2. Well, you could feel the greater sense of urgency from him there, Brock. Trailing on the scoreboard, and he took the initiative to convert that 2-point try.
Yeah, you always need your quarterback to be able to manufacture points, but especially when you're down. He's got the license to improvise anytime. And what a confidence builder to everyone around him when your QB can make something out of nothing.
We're down to a 2-point difference as they send the kick away. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Good starting field position for the Giants as they head up 1st and 10. And start on the ground here, Tracy. And this one breaks beautifully as they're going to get it forward to their own 45. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a 1st down.
Run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know you can set the table for more.
Let's see how they attack this 1st down, partner, from the 45. Here's Tracy once more. And he's going to take this down to the opposing 44. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down. Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44. On 1st and 10. Here's Dart. Finds him over the middle. And he works this to the 38 before going down.
That's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
Here's Dart now. And it looks great flying through the air, Brock, but problems on the business end as it falls to the ground. 3rd down coming up.
3rd down and 5 yards to go.
Dart's looking to throw. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Looking for Malik Neighbors that time. And that leaves them with 4th and 5.
Jason Sanders on for the field goal. A 55-yard attempt.
And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that grows the lead to 5. Sanders all set to send it away.
Jason Sanders set to kick off.
And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock. So they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. Good starting field position for the Broncos as they get ready for 1st and 10. It isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And after one play, this drive might already be in trouble. That's going to push him back for 2nd down.
17 at the 28-yard line.
They fake the handoff. Now Nix. Flushed out of the pocket. This is Ingram working the left side. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down.
Dude, I can promise you that's one of those play-action plays they've repped over the week during practice. That both quarterback and tight end went to bed last night thinking, man, I hope this one's called. And when it is, I hope you have just a little space to operate. That play-action works beautifully. And the tight end, the beneficiary.
That's grabbed inside the 30. And he has this down to the 14-yard line.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive jump. You've got to get the big play. That throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
Finds a nice lane there, and that's good for 6 yards.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
2nd down, give to Harvey. And he will score. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos take a 3rd quarter lead. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with one end zone trip in a game.
Nope.
Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get one, you instantly think of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
Here's Lutz set to kick this away. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. Good starting field position for the Giants as they head up 1st and 10. Staying between the tackles with Tracy. And he's caught after a gain of about 2. Alex Singleton makes the tackle.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Back to throw. Here's Starks. Fits it through the middle. And this great effort winds up getting him well into enemy territory before he's brought down. That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the 1st.
Well, that is a well-designed route right there. He really made it easy to get that pass to him. Creating space, QB receiver, deliver.
From the gun, here's Starks. He's still going at the 30. Completed over the middle. And they bring him down. Looks like he got it to the 27. We need about the length of the football, maybe a touch more on his 2nd and inches. From the gun, it's Tracy. And he'll get them enough for a 1st down.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, kid, if you want to take your shots. But some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No third down required now.
Short pass brought in. And he's brought down inside the 10 at the 9. That's a pickup of 17 yards, partner, and it makes it first and goal.
First and goal at the 9-yard line.
Working inside the red zone. There he is again. It's Neighbors. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on second down. That playbook wide open.
Tracy. And they'll bring him down after a pretty short game. A very active quarter for us. Plenty of points in that frame as we reach the end of 3. It's Giants football. They're on a mission here. They trail entering the 4th. 1 yard, all that's needed. This is 3rd and inches. Dart setting in the throw here. And they will score. Touchdown, New York. The Giants take a 4th quarter lead. Malik Neighbors with a touchdown. A 4th for him in this game, and 1 more ties the record. Extra point is good by Sanders. And the Giants take a 4-point lead. Sanders all set to send it away.
Jason Sanders set to kick off.
And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Good starting field position for the Broncos as they get ready for 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Nix. On the move, headed right. And he's just going to hook this one into about row C there. And some lucky fan going to haul in a heck of a souvenir. Following the incompletion, we stay at the 35. It's 2nd and 10. Run left side. Harvey. Excellent play defensively as they get to him behind the line. That's going to bring up 3rd down. Ooh, talk about a bad look there, Brock. Going jumbo set and still moving backwards after that play.
I don't think you're talking to this defense, Kate, because I think they thought that was an excellent look to knock that thing backwards.
Good point. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up. So out now comes the punter. Jeremy Crawshaw, the one who's going to send this away. Baby, there's way too much behind that kick, and he knew it. That's all the way over the end zone for a touchback. The New York offense ready to get going here. It's 1st and 10. Shotgun snap, a gift to Tracy. Nearly starts the drive with a 1st down run. Stopped a yard short, gain of 9.
Well, that run may not move the chains, Kate. That is such a confidence builder. Sets the tone for more play action, maybe more runs. That's exactly how you want to start a drive.
It's Tracy on 2nd down. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31. He only finds a window for 2, but that's still enough for a 1st down. We've set it downs for him from the 31.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 30.
On 1st down, here's Dart. Bails out of the pocket quick. They did it! He made the interception! Pat Surtain has it! And the Broncos have some new life in the 4th!
Intercepted.
That's just a bad decision, frankly. It really is a quarterback in this moment of the game. You got to know it's not a time to take a risk. Cannot be throwing out life preservers and giving that other team, your opponent, a chance like he just did.
And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39.
Oh, man, these are the kind of plays you can't wait to get on film and watch the next day. Look at the fellow pass catchers. Look at the guys getting out in front, helping on that screen pass. Get your player in space, your buddies do the rest around you, and a big play follows.
That goes for a gain of just 1. And it's going to be 1st down Denver.
1st and 10 at the 38.
Nix now to throw. He rolls to his right. Into a crowd and a defender Leonard comes up with it. Greg Newsome has it. And the Giants will take over as he records his first interception of our season. Well, Brock, if you like defense, you are loving what you're seeing right now. Consecutive drives that have ended in interceptions. It's become a real defensive battle.
Well, let's see here, kid. We got one, we got two. Do I hear a third interception in a row? I'll tell you this right now. These defenders, they are squashing that thought. The defenders are offensive guys with bad hands because they're making it happen, taking the ball away.
At the 20-yard line.
Darts out of the shotgun. That won't be caught outright. It's incomplete.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along the route, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. When the line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
They did it! He made the interception! Pat Surtain has it! And the Broncos have some new life in the fourth!
You know what? With yet another interception, you know what it might be time to do, Kate? Just run the run it.
Giving this to Harvey. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
Stopped right at the line, but might as well have been a loss of yards as far as the offense is concerned. It's always humbling when you try force versus force, and the defense wins out.
Nix from the gun. Thrown for his running back, but he comes up empty, incomplete, and now they're facing third down.
That play right there, Kate, that just goes to show you, you can't take any completion for granted. Even some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
Bombers, ready! Captain.
Looking to throw. He's within striking distance. And the stop is made as they get themselves into first and goal.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's a money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
So some defensive initiative in that goal to go, Brock. They take him down behind the line. Second and goal coming up. That brings us to the 2-minute warning here in Denver. Broncos needing 4 points. Setting up, second and goal. Now Toms, this is Harvey. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1.
Now we get to a very interesting call on third down. Kind of a crescendo to this drive. Can the defense rise up knowing there is no margin for error? Just a single yard to go.
To throw. And he's got it. Touchdown, Denver. Broncos jumping front late. It's a Jalen Waddle touchdown. His third through the air this game. His kick is no good, and that could be a big one, Brock. They fail to push the lead to a field goal. You know what that means. Now even more pressure on their defense. Wasn't accurate on the extra point, but he should be able to keep this between the sidelines, hopefully, as he sends this away. This one's fielded at the 40-yard line. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down.
Hey, Kate, the best kick returners I was ever around, really at any level, they want this opportunity. They want their chance to help their team. They know they're down, but they also know that return, especially a good one like this, can set the offense up for success.
Here he is to throw. Throw left side, caught by Neighbors. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop it. Wary of the clock here, Brock, but at least all their timeouts are still available. It's first and 10.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
He'll look to throw it. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. It arrived as the ball did to break things up. And now it's second down. Setting up to pass. Why not go back to it again if it's It's working. Complete. And they're going to haul him down just shy of the 40. That play good for 17 and a first down.
And the Giants, first down. It's a gain of 17 yards. First down, New York.
Counter again to Tracy. They're backed up. Not a stop they could afford, Brock, as this one loses yards. The Giants using their first timeout. Offense to the line. Second down. Back to throw. He's got it to him yet again. That is caught. And the stop comes at the 15-yard line as he gets them into the red zone. We have a timeout called by the Broncos. That's their first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. In quite the time crunch here, Brock, but still 2 timeouts to burn. It's first down. They run. Here's Tracy. That's a nice, quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
Darts back to throw. Hits him on the out route. And he'll be taken down at the last possible moment. He's at the 1. They're going to call their final timeout here. Just 9 seconds to go. Now, they've certainly got the field goal in their back pocket. They're going to try for the touchdown first here and goal to go.
70 Lions! Viking 18! 60 Eagles! 60 Eagles!
Tracy. And he didn't make the pylon. He's out of bounds just short of it. Just a yard, so now it's second and goal.
That's simply a foot race to the outside that he's used to winning. Seen him get beat there and forced to take it out of bounds near the line? Well, that's just a tremendous effort and tremendous speed by that defense.
70 Lions! Calvary!
Here he goes, one final shot. And he's got it! He pulls in a game-winning touchdown with almost no time left. Extra point attempt coming from Sanders. The point after splits the uprights. And the Giants jump in front now by 5.
Broncos 43. Jason Sanders set to kick off.
Sanders all set to send it away. And he needed a lot more power there. It came down a ways away from the landing zone, and they're going to start the possession up at the 40.
Olay, olay, olay! Olay, almost set! Olay, up, ready! Bombers, bombers, bombers!
One final shot here. Trying to push deep downfield. And this one falls incomplete. No miracles on the final drive today. This game is over. So it's a win for the visiting Giants. And there was no easing up. It took some white knuckling until the very end, but their defense carried that small lead through to the finish line as they escape with a victory. This has been another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. With all our crew here